Welcome back, guys. So we will start our third module, conditional control. Many times when you are writing your code, you need to perform several actions based on different decisions. You can use conditional control statements to perform such tasks. JavaScript supports following conditional control statements. If is used to specify a block of statements to be executed if the specified condition is true. Else. This else is used to specify a block of statements to be executed if the same condition is false. Same condition means the condition which we had specified in original or first if condition. If that if condition is false, then the else part or else block will get executed. The third is else if. This is used to specify another condition if the first condition is false. Then the fourth one is switch. Switch is used to specify many alternative blocks of statements to be executed. The if statement. So the syntax for the if statement is if in the parentheses we can specify one or more conditions. We can club multiple conditions using logical operators which we have seen in last module, logical and logical or. And in the braces we can write our block of statements which we wanted to execute. Let's have a look.
So in this module we will see our conditional control statements using comparison operator and logical operator which we had left untouched in our last module. So now we will start our new program using the same skeleton. I will add in the skeleton the title tag as well. Okay. So now we will start our new program. Here we will use conditional control statements. Okay. So here we have to use if. So now we will define a variable. Let's say we are using age equals to 18. So we have to create a program to verify whether a user is able to cast his vote or not. So for casting a vote, our age should be 18. So let's make this decision on the basis of this condition. So we will use age. Now we have to compare our age if this age is equals to 18. So for equality we have to check using double equals to and using 18. So what we are doing here, we are checking it if the age variable is having value 18. If so, then we have to write document.write you can cast your vote. Okay, so if the age of a person is equals to 18, we can use you can cast your vote. Let's save it. Now we'll see this on our browser. Okay, so here it is showing us you can cast your vote. Let me change its value to 17. Now if we are changing our variable values to 17 and in this if condition we are verifying, we are comparing it with the number 18, so this will definitely not true, so it will false. And so this condition is a false condition and this won't execute this block. Let's have a look. So I save this in our browser. I will try to refresh this, and when I will refresh this we won't get this message. Okay, so now it's not showing anything. Why? Because this condition is false, so that's why it's not going here and it's not executing this, and after that if there is some message return, BR is a HTML tag for breaking the line and creating another line. So I am using BR. We can use this is helpful. So if this condition is not true, it will skip this block and will execute this line. Let's have a look. So I have saved it. I will refresh my browser and this is showing that this is helpful. Okay.
The else statement. So syntax for the else statement is like this. Else statement will always come with if. So we have if condition, the block of if. After closing braces of the if, we can write else block and we can write the block of statements under that else. Let's have a look.
What if a user is not able to cast his vote, or what if the condition is false? So that time we can create else block, else, and inside the else block we can use document dot write you are not eligible to cast your vote. Sorry, you are not eligible to cast your vote. Okay. So whenever you are typing any message, type some sensible message to user, so user will not feel awkward and he will get proper message, proper error message at least. Okay, so I saved this. Now join on browser. I will refresh my browser. Okay, so we are getting this message. Sorry, you are not eligible to cast your vote. Oh, this is helpful. Let's check if I can write here 18. So in that scenario, it should fulfill this block and it should skip this block. But this block should be executed every time. So let me save it on the browser. I will refresh my browser. Yeah, and we can see you can cast your vote, and oh, this is helpful. So this is the very basic condition we had used, and we had used just equal to what if my age is 65. So a 65 aged person can also cast my vote. But when I save this, when I jump on my browser, oh, it's showing sorry, you are not eligible to cast your vote. Why so? Because we had used a wrong condition. We had checked for its equality if the user is equals to 18. Rather, we have to use a greater than equals to sign. So if age is greater than or equal to 18, that person can cast his vote. If the age is not greater than, not equal to 18, then he is not eligible to cast his vote. So on browser, I will refresh. Yes, now you can cast your vote. So I believe you had got the idea behind this. There is one assignment for you. So here is the assignment. You have to try to verify if a number, you can accept that number with like this, is an even number or an odd number. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to use a modulus operator which will return the remainder, and you have to verify if that remainder is 0, then that number would be an even number. If the remainder is not 0, then it will be odd number. Another hint is you have to use modulus operator using the operand 2. That's it. And if you are facing any challenges to write this program, mention it in comment and I will get back to you. So in our another program we will see else if block as well.
The else if statement. So as we have seen if and else we can use else if to add another condition if the first condition is failed. So we can add else if block after if and before else. So here like this, else if condition and block of statements. Let's have a look.
Here I am using the same program body. Now we have to use else if block. Okay, so for that I will remove this program and we will create another program. So here we will take a number equals to, say I am using number 7. Okay, so if I am using, if the number is less than 10, okay, if the number is less than 10, then this number should be a single digit number. Okay. So we are writing our right line. This is a single digit number. Else document dot write this is a 2-digit number. File type is HTML. Save it. Okay. So here we had added one condition, number is less than 10, then this is a single digit number, else this is a 2-digit number. Let's have a look on the browser and enter. So it is showing us this is a single digit number. But what if I am using 17? Okay. Now in browser we will refresh our browser. Oh, good. It is showing us this is 2-digit number. So far so good. But now I am using 107. So this is not a single digit number, not a 2-digit number, it's a 3-digit number. Let's have a look on browser what it is saying. It is saying this is 2-digit number. This is wrong. Why wrong? Because we haven't checked another condition. If this number is less than 100, this condition is missing. So that's why in else it is always showing it's a 2-digit number. No matter whatever number digits I will add, it will still showing this is a 2-digit number, because in else part we are using the same. So for that we can use else if this block, and in this block we can write our another condition, number is less than 100. So if number is less than 10, it will show this is a single digit number. If the number is less than 100, in that scenario it should say this is a 2-digit number. And else if the number is neither less than 10 nor less than 100, it means it is minimum 100 or higher than it. So we can say it is 3 or more digit number. Save it, and on browser we will refresh it and we are getting the same. This is 3 or more digit number. Now I need to say 75. We will save it on the browser, we will refresh, so this should say this is 2-digit number. Good. Now this is showing us this is 2-digit number. Now I want something which should accept an input value from me. Instead of changing our code, we can input our value on the program itself, and it should work on that number instead of this hard-coded number. So for that we can use prompt. Prompt is an inbuilt function of JavaScript which will allow us to input our values. So let's say I am typing one message here. Please enter any numeric value. Okay. So we should get a message box which should be asking for an input value to us, and we can provide input value to that. that input value will be storing in num variable, and then our num variable calculation will be done here. Let's have a look. So if I am refreshing it, it is showing us an input box and saying please enter any numeric value, and this is the input text box where we have to provide our value. Let's say I am using 5 and I am clicking OK. This is a single digit number, right? Now if I am using here say 46, this is 2-digit number, so it should display it's a 2-digit number. Good. Now if we try to use some 3-digit number, it is saying this is 3 or more digit number. Similarly, if we ask for like this number, it is still showing this is 3 or more digit number. So it's working good for us. You can write n number of else if here. Let's say for 1000 you can use 3-digit number, and in else message you can change the message to this is 4 or more digit numbers. Save it, refresh it on browser. Let me try for 247. This is 3-digit number, so it is displaying this is 3-digit number. If I am writing higher number, then it will show this 4 or more digit number. So you can add n number of else if here. Okay. Hope you understood this program. You have to write a program to accept marks of a subject from user and need to find out if his mark is display message he is failed if mark is less than 35, display message third division if marks between 35 and 50, display second division if marks between 50 and 70, display first division if marks between 70 and 85, display distinction if the marks between 85 and 100, and display error message if marks are outside the above criteria. Above criteria means if marks are outside 100 or below 0. You won't able to use below 0. If you can, that's good. Mention in comment if you are able to use below 0 value. Otherwise you have to find out if value is greater than 100, then you have to display this error message using similar to this block, this else block. So in our next video we will see our switch statement. Stay tuned.
The switch statement. So in switch statement we can pass an expression. Remember, in if we had provided an condition, but in switch statement we have to pass an expression. Okay, so here we can define our case A, case B, case C like this, and the default. So for each and every case we have to use this break statement. So let's have a look what is this break statement and what is this default keyword. So the break keyword, when JavaScript reaches a break keyword, it breaks the switch block. This will stop execution inside switch block. If the break is omitted, then all blocks will executed until end of the switch or until it encounters the next break statement. The default keyword. The default keyword is optional in switch block. The default keyword specifies the code to run if none of the case match. It's not compulsory to mention default keyword at the end of the switch. You can change order of default keyword in JavaScript. But remember, if default is not at the end of switch, then you have to use a break keyword to break the code execution after default block. Let's have a look.
So in this video we will see the switch statement. Now what is switch? So switch normally provides us multiple alternatives. Instead of using multiple if, we can directly use switch. But in switch we can't add conditions similar to if. So
Here whatever condition you are adding, you can't use range in switch. You must use an absolute value in every case. So as the word ch expression, and here you can have multiple cases, case A, case B and similar. Okay. So in our program we will try to check the rag status. So I will define a rag where we will use our prompt, enter rag status rag. Okay. So our expression would be rag, and here we have to use our case like this: if r, if a, and if g. So in case of r, we will display a line document dot write red. Similarly, we have to use A for amber and G for green. Okay, and here we will use write line good day grid. So okay, and we will jump on our browser. We will see this switch.html, enter, and it is asking us rag status. So let's say I am using R, capital R. Okay, so it is showing us red, amber, green, good day. Oh, it is doing something wrong. It's not doing anything wrong. We had done something wrong here, and what we have done, we had not used the break statement. Okay, so break statement normally breaks or terminates the execution of the program from that block. So this is the block. So if the case is red, it will do the statements written under case R, and whenever it encounters a break, it will jump the control outside this block, and this line should work. Let me add here a VR tag, line break tag. On browser we will refresh, it will ask us, I will use R and will click OK. So here we go, we got red, R for red, and good day greeting. So similar way we have to use this break statement for every case. Save it. Here we will refresh. Let's say I am using A, amber. Let's say I am using green. Let's say I am using blue. Oh, we don't have any other color option here. So what should happen in that case? So in that case we can use default and document dot write color not present under rag category. Okay, so always display message something similar, something sensible to the user. So here we will refresh again. I will try to use blue. Okay, but it's saying color not present under rag category. Okay, till now all good. Let's say I am using R for red. Okay, it doesn't matter R capital or R small. So I am using R and using OK. Oh, it's showing color not present under rag category. Why so? Because JavaScript is a case sensitive language, and for that we have to use here small r as well, similarly small
A as well and small g as well. Now we will see here, if I am using small a, it should show amber, good. If I am using G, it should say green, very good. If I say R, it should say red, good. If I am using any other value, it should say it's not present under rag category. So till now all good, but here the default. It's not necessary to mention this default keyword at the end always. We can use anywhere in the switch. So we can use at start or we can use in the middle. Let's have a look. If I'm using it at start, so if rag is R, it should execute this block. If rag is A, then it should display this value. It should execute this block. If rag is G, then it should execute this block. If rag is other than RAG, then it should display default one, which it was doing. Let me check now. If I place this default at the top of the switch, what will happen? Any guesses? Will our program execute similar to earlier one, or will it create another problem? Comment in the comment box. Now I am clicking on OK. Oh, it's saying color not present under rag category and red as well. Why it is displaying red? Let me move this after red. Save it. Now it should not display that red. Okay. Oh, now it's showing amber. This is because after the default we haven't used a break statement, and without this break statement it will execute all the statements until the end of the switch or another break statement encounter. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you place this default case as well, but every case should be have a break statement, so that after execution of that particular block it should get out of this switch block, and you can skip the break of the last case, whichever case you are using it last. You can remove that break statement from there. It's optional to write break statement in the end of the at the end case, at the last case, but for each and every case, if this is not at the last, then you must use a break statement. Good. So now it's working fine for us.
So in this section we will write same program using if and switch. So our program title is find vowel or consonant. So we will try to accept input from user, and we'll try to find out if that character is a vowel or consonant using if in this program. So let me define a variable, let ch equals to, and I am asking a character from user using prompt, enter any character. Now in if we are using ch equals to small a. If this character entered by user is a, or this pipe sign is logical or, which is used to combine two conditions. So if character is e or character is equals to I, or the character is equals to o, or the character is equals to u. If the character is either A, E, I, O or U, then we should display a message CH is a vowel. Okay. We will write break, so a new line will appear there. And in else block, if the character is not from any above defined constant, then it would be a consonant. So in else block we will write this character is a consonant. Okay, let me save this and we will see on browser. So here I am typing A, it's a vowel. I am typing C, it's a consonant. Similarly, if I type U, it's showing vowel. I, again a vowel. But now I am trying to use capital A. So what should it display? Any guesses? Oh, it's showing a consonant, but A is not consonant, right? If a small a is a vowel, then capital A must be a vowel, but here we had not used capital one, so I need to copy that. Now we are able to see capital A is a vowel, capital O is a vowel, so a character written in small capital should be a vowel. We'll try to write same program using switch. Let me copy this using switch, and here we have to use switch ch, and we have to write all cases. Case A, capital A, E, I, O and U. So for all these cases we have to use the same statement, so that's why we are skipping break and we are using directly document.write. That character is a vowel and break, and in case of default it will show is a consonant. Let me save this. On browser we will open that file, switch vowel.html. Now I am typing small a, it is showing it's a vowel, and similarly it will show for capital A as well is a vowel. So here we will see ternary operator. What are ternary operators? So ternary operators are just a replacement of if else block if you got a single statement to execute under if and else block. So we will see the same problem, the vote, casting of vote. If age is greater than or equals to 18, then a question mark means the ternary if. So we are using ternary if this condition is true, it will show you can cast your vote. Else, that colon means else, document.write, sorry, you are not eligible to cast your vote. So instead of writing 5-6 lines, we can use a single line of statement using ternary operator. Here we have to pass first if first condition, after that a question mark which means ternary operator, after followed by true statement, then else, and followed by false statement. Let me save this and we will see this output on browser. Here you go, you can cast your vote. So it is allowing us to use ternary operator as well. Let me change value to 5, and yes, it's working for us. So ternary operator is just a replacement of if else block if you have to execute single line of statement inside if or inside else. So guys, we come to end of our module 3. Here we had learned if block, if condition, where we can specify one condition, and if condition gets true we can execute that block. The else part, the else if block, where we can add multiple conditions, and a switch statement where we can add multiple alternatives. Within the switch we have already seen break and default keyword. So that's all for this module. I am waiting for you on next module. Thank you.